In the heart of the desert, beneath a merciless sun, lay a town that had forgotten what peace felt like. Red Mesa baked in silence, its dusty streets stretched empty under the burning sky, broken only by the slow roll of tumbleweed and the distant creak of old wooden signs. Doors were shut tight, windows half covered. Behind them, nervous eyes watched the street like prisoners afraid of being seen. Trouble had settled over Red Mesa like a storm cloud that refused to move. A gang known as the Black Vultures ruled the town with cold hands and loaded guns. They squeezed coins from trembling shopkeepers, robbed travelers before they could blink, and reminded everyone every single day who was in charge. The sheriff had fled weeks ago, and with him, hope had ridden out of town. Pause. Late one afternoon, when the heat shimmered so fiercely it bent the horizon itself, something appeared in the distance. At first, it was just a shadow moving through the waves of rising air. Then it took shape, a lone rider. He emerged slowly from the blazing horizon, horse hooves pressing steady into the sand. He didn't rush, he didn't hesitate. He rode like a man with nowhere to be, and nothing left to fear. His coat was long and faded, dancing gently in the desert wind. A wide hat shadowed a face carved by years of hard living. Dust clung to him like a second skin. As he approached Red Mesa, the town seemed to hold its breath. Boots touched the ground with a soft thud as he dismounted outside the saloon. Above him, the old wooden sign creaked in protest, swinging lazily in the hot wind. Inside, laughter and piano music spilled through the doors until he stepped in. The moment his boots hit the saloon floor, the music died. Conversations withered into silence. Glasses froze halfway to lips. Every pair of eyes turned toward the stranger. He stood there calmly, letting the room settle around him. His gaze moved slowly, measuring faces, corners, exits. He noticed everything and revealed nothing. At a corner table sat three men dressed in black bandanas, unmistakable marks of the Black Vultures. Their chairs scraped loudly against the wooden floor as they stood. One of them smirked, resting his hand near his revolver. "You lost, traveler?" The saloon air thickened. The stranger's voice came smooth and even. "I'm looking for work. Heard this town might need help." For a moment, silence. Then laughter burst from the gang like breaking glass. They circled him slowly, boots echoing with each step, wolves closing in on prey. But the stranger didn't move. His hand hovered near his holster, relaxed, patient, ready. Time stretched thin. A drop of sweat slid down someone's temple. A chair creaked in the corner. The piano player didn't dare breathe. And then, steel flashed. Two gunshots shattered the silence almost as one. The sound thundered through the saloon, echoing off wooden walls. Smoke curled into the air like ghostly fingers. When it cleared, the gang members stood frozen in shock. Their weapons lay spinning on the floor, shot clean from their hands. Pain twisted their faces as they stumbled back, defeated before they could even understand what had happened. The room remained perfectly still. The stranger calmly holstered his gun. The saloon keeper stared at him with wide, trembling eyes. "Mister," she whispered, "you just made powerful enemies." A faint smile touched his lips, small, tired, but certain. "Name's Cole Mercer," he said quietly, "and I've faced worse." Outside, whispers spread like wildfire. From the shadows of a narrow alley, unseen eyes watched everything. A hidden figure slipped away silently, boots quick against the dirt, carrying word of the confrontation to someone far more dangerous. As the sun dipped lower, painting the sky in deep shades of red and gold, Red Mesa felt something it hadn't felt in a long time. Hope, fragile, flickering, dangerous, but hope always came with a price. Cole stepped onto the boardwalk and gazed at the darkening horizon. The wind tugged gently at his coat, carrying with it the scent of dust and approaching trouble. He knew men like the Black Vultures didn't forgive humiliation. They answered it with blood. The town behind him was quiet, watching, waiting. Somewhere in the growing darkness, riders were already preparing their revenge. Cole's eyes narrowed slightly. This was only the beginning. And as night crept slowly across the desert, Red Mesa stood balanced between fear and defiance, unaware of the storm gathering just beyond the hills. Pause. The stranger had arrived, and nothing in Red Mesa would ever be the same again.